Welcome back, students. Today we're going to be talking about the concept of net present value. So what you have in front of you is a layout of a standard net present value problem. We have our periods over time, our discount rate. The present value is actually our initial investment. That's why the dollar amounts here are negative. We are laying out money in hopes of receiving cash flows in the future. And then we have our set of cash flows over here to the right. Cash flow in year 1, cash flow in year 2, and cash flow in year 3. Of course, this could go to year 5, year 20, year 30. It could go on as long as you need it to go on, okay? So this is a pretty standard net present value layout. Now, before I move on to net present value, I just want to talk about present value very quickly. So we're still going to have P denoted for time. We're going to have our discount rate, and let's say we're going to have a payment that's occurring out into the future. We're trying to solve for the present value. So you may or may not know this, but typically when we have a payment that's occurring in the future, it will be smaller in today's dollars, okay? And I want to stress this, okay? Meaning this is today, right? We're having a future payment, but what is that future payment worth in today's dollars? Typically when we discount back, that dollar amount becomes smaller. All right, so I think now we can get into NPV. So you'll notice here that I have pretty much everything the same as before. However, my cash flows are being discounted. I still have my initial investment under present value, but I have my cash flow at year 1. It was $3 amounts, but when I discounted it back 1 year, I was left with 2. For cash flow number 2, I have $3 amounts, and I'm only left with 1. And for cash flow number 3, I have $4 amounts. And because it's being discounted back 3 periods, I just assumed it would only give me $1 here, right? So NPV, net present value, that word net, it means the sum of. You're summing up your entire initial investment here and the present value of all those cash flows, right? So the goal is, and the part of the reason we do this is we need to understand what all of the cash flows are worth today so we can compare it to our initial investment with the hope that the future cash flows are larger than the initial investment. Of course, if you're making an investment, you're going to want those future cash flows to be larger than your investment in the present value of those cash flows. Okay? All right. So I hope that was not too confusing. I have a more detailed, longer format video you can watch if you do want to do that.